I'm JD, and what we're going to be doing today is determining whether or not these two lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. The first one is 3x minus y equals 5, and the second equation is x plus 2y equals 6. So if you would, pause the video and see if you can try to do this one on your own. Alright, the easiest way to go about this, since you're determining parallel, perpendicular, that's the relationship between slopes. Once you put it into slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, you can easily see if it's parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So what you want to do first is take each of these equations, solve for y, and see if they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So I'm going to isolate each one of these. So I'm going to take the 3x minus y equals 5. Solve for y. So moving this 3x over, so I do the opposite. So I subtract both sides by 3x. That cancels. That leaves me with negative y equals negative 3x plus 5. Now what I can do to get rid of this negative right here is either I can divide everything by a negative 1, or I can multiply everything by a negative 1. So I'm going to multiply everything by a negative 1. When I do that, it switches the signs. So negative times a negative is a positive, so it's positive y equals negative times a negative is a positive, so it's positive 3x. Negative times a positive gives me a negative, so it's a minus 5. And I'll do the same thing with the other. So I have x plus 2y equals 6. I want to isolate the y. I want to solve for y. So I need to get rid of this x right here. So I subtract both sides by x. That cancels. That leaves me with 2y equals negative x plus 6. So solving for y, I need to get rid of the 2. So to get rid of the 2, you divide. So divide everything by 2. When you do that, that cancels the 2's out in front of the y, so it's just y equals, I'm going to take this, it's implied that there's a 1 in front of here, so I'm just going to rewrite it as negative 1/2 x plus, and then 6 over 2 simplifies to 3, so it would be plus 3. So look at the two of these. If they're parallel, then the number in front of the x's would be the same. They're not, so it's not parallel. Perpendicular, if I multiply these two, 3 and then negative 1/2, it doesn't give me a negative 1. And plus, they're not negative reciprocals of each other. Meaning if I flip this as a fraction, so that becomes a 1/3, and I change its sign, it is not this. So they're not perpendicular. So if they're not parallel, they're not perpendicular, that means that they're neither by process of elimination. So the answer is neither. Or neither, tomato, tomato. And that's it.